Hey guys, this is Mrs. Hendricks. I wanted to do math lesson 140, page 279 and 280. Let's get started. We are going to actually start on the classwork side, page 280. So at the top it says rounding to the nearest 10. The numbers 11 through 19 are between 10 and 11. So right here they have the two numbers that they are between. Okay guys? So it's showing you with the numbers 11, 19, 12, 18, 13, 17, 14, 16, and 15 is in the middle, okay? The number 15 is in the middle, rounded up to 20. So once you hit number 5, you need to round up. So let's go on to number 1 and let's see how this works out. Okay, for number 1. Color the numbers pink that round to 30. Color the numbers blue that round to 40. Okay, so I want you guys to look at the problem, and we are going to go through together and figure out what needs to be colored what color. So let's do pink that round to 30, okay? So what it's asking you is any number that is in the 30s family that goes up until we hit a number that it needs to round up. So when you're rounding, you look at the second number. So for 31, 1 is closer to 30 or closer to 40. It's closer to 30, so this one's gonna be pink. 32, is it closer to 30 or 40? It is closer to 30, so that one is pink. 33, closer to 30 or closer to 40? It's closer to 30, so that one should be pink. 34, is it closer to 30 or closer to 40? 30. 35. Now, 35 is exactly in the middle because look at, this is the 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the rule that I'm talking about is if it has a 5 in this number 1's place, you automatically round up. That's how you know what to do. Because I understand like it's in the middle and we know that. But the rule is that if that is a 5 in the 1's place, it rounds up and it is closer to the 40. So now this one's going to be blue, okay? 36, is that closer to 30 or closer to 40? It's now closer to 40 because look, 1, 2, 3, it's only 3 birds away, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds away from 30. So that one's going to be blue. Okay, 37, closer to 40. What's 38? Good, closer to 40. 39, closer to 40. And you guys can just go ahead and color those end ones as well. Okay. Number 2. Scoot that up a little bit. Okay. Number 2. Write the two 10s each number is between. Circle the number it rounds to. Okay, so what that's asking you, when it's rounding to 10, it means it ends in a 0. So let's imagine that 27 is right here, okay? So it would be 30 and 20. You have to find the two digits that are 0, that number is in between. So that's why it is 20 and 30, because 27 lands right in between 20 and 30. And then this is two-direction problem. Then it also says circle the number it rounds to, 27. So it's asking, when it rounds to, it's asking you what number is it closest to. So is 27 closer to 20 or 30? Good. Okay, so 72. Well, we know for sure it's 70 because we're in the 70s. And then you have to add 10 to 70. So count by 10s, 70, 80. Okay. 48 is between, so we're going to start in the tens place, so we know we put 40. Are you guys seeing the pattern there? Look at 70, 70, 20, 20, 40, 40, because that's in the tens place. 40 and 50. Oops, we forgot to finish this problem. 72 is between 70 and 80. What number does 72 round to? So I'm asking you, what number is 72 closest to? 70 or 80? Letter C. 48 is between 40 and 50, which we figured out. Now what is 48 closer to? 40 or 50? Good. Okay. Now we're going to do more rounding. Mark the bubble under the correct rounded number. 17. When I'm asking for the rounded number, I'm asking what number is it closest to? Is 17 closest to 10 or 20? Is 37 closest to 30 or 40? Excellent. Okay, number 4. Noah has a box of 16 colored pencils to use on the ride home. 7 pencils have sharp points. How many of Noah's pencils need to be sharpened? So let's go through and find all the numbers in that problem. And we're just going to underline them. Noah has a box of 16 colored pencils to use on the ride home. 7 pencils have sharp points. How many of Noah's pencils need to be sharpened? So we're going to stick with what we do know. We do know that his full box of crayons has 16. So we're going to put 16 right there. 7 pencils have sharp points. So since we're talking about something out of the 16, we are going to subtract. We're not adding anything, we're subtracting. And that number is 7. So 16 minus 7 is 9. 9 pencils need to be sharpened. Okay, let's go ahead and do the back side. We're going to go over the problems really quickly so that you guys can get started. Number 1, write the between numbers by 5. So it's asking you to count by 5s of what's in between. So 35, 40, 45. Just like that, guys. Okay, number 2, write the addition and subtraction facts. Now remember, what we do is we count up all the red dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 9, plus the blue dots. 3, 6, 8. And that equals 17. Now, you're going to do the twins over here, and then the answer. And remember, once we get to the subtraction, these numbers, 17 is where you start out, okay? Number 3, you're going to write the sums and differences, which you all know how to do. Let's go ahead and do one of them. Let's do the 7,000 minus 2,116. Okay? So, first off, more on top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door. Gotta go next door. 0, 0. Here's a friend that can help us. The 7 turns to a 6. Carry the 1. Now, because we have to carry it over, because we borrowed, we have to cross it out, turn it to a 9. This one goes to a 9, and this one goes to a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 1 is 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay. Number 4. Color the numbers that are rounded to the tens place green. Color the other numbers black. So the numbers that you're going to color that are green all end in 0. So every single number that ends in 0, you're going to color green. So for example, the 10, the 40, the 80, the 50, that's all going to be green. And you're going to go through all of those numbers, and it's going to be a really cool picture. All right, guys, have fun on your math.